Okay, so we are going to do a power hour together. So what I am going to do is I am going to go through the power hour following the Success Club tracker. And why I want to follow the Success Club tracker is I feel like anytime I have a new coach, I can easily just say, go to your coach office, search the word Success Club system, you'll find the tracker, or I could just tag them in it, or I can send it to them in an email or text, however you have it sent. And it's just the same thing for all coaches so that my new coach, when she gets a new coach, she can do the same thing. So that's why I really like following the tracker instead of being like, oh, well, I have this tracker and it's awesome and it's on Google and you can find it from like searching here. Like, no, it's in the coach office. It's there. It's what Beachbody gives us. And they've just really improved it lately because I'll be honest, I didn't like it a while ago. So I didn't used to use this, but now that I feel like it's really good. So we're going to just go through the Success Club tracker together as a group, and we will go through some of these items. And what we're going to do is we're just going to do them just like Heidi does on the morning ones, where we're just going to do 5-minute increments instead of the full minutes. So for example, the connect, invite, follow-up section really would take an hour and 40 minutes if you were following it for their suggested time frames. So initiate connections and add followers is where we'll start. And it would normally be, okay, like let's do that for 20 minutes. We're just going to work in 5-minute pockets. And this is actually how I always work. It's just in 5-minute pockets. Unless if it's like follow-ups or invites, and then I'll typically spend more time there, but it just keeps me, like on track. So our first 5-minute pocket is going to start now, and we're going to do initiate connections and add followers. We will do this for both Facebook and Instagram, so we will spend 5 minutes on each. So let's do 5 minutes on whichever. Does everybody use both platforms actually before I waste anybody's time? No? Sort of? No? Okay, so we'll start. So start with your platform of choice, and then we'll do the next thing. So we're going to start our 5 minutes, and we're going to go through, and we're going to initiate connections and add followers. And so on Instagram, that can mean that you're going to somebody whose profile you really love, you really admire her, and you're looking at who she follows. Or if you're on Facebook, that could mean that you're going to, you're just going to the friends tab where it suggests people for you, or you're going to one of your favorite friends ever who is not a coach, and you just love her, and you just know that like if she's a friend with somebody, you would want to be a friend with them too. So that's the 2 different ways that you can go about looking for new followers, new people to add. This can look like you're adding new people. This can also be you go to your friends list and you see who you recently added and you reach out and engage with them. On Instagram, a tip is like if I really like somebody and I want to make sure that I keep following up with them, is I will go to their page. And so like this girl, her name's Charlie. Well, she's not in the United States, so I wouldn't follow her. But if I wanted to, I would find a picture of hers that I really like, and then I would click on it, and I would click the save button right here, and I will save to collection. And so there's my collection. So I clicked save to collections, and I'm going to find the letter C, and I'm going to save her under C. And now, so it's save to C is what it just told me. And so now I can actually go back and see in my saved posts who starts with the letter C. So later when I want to make connections with people, I can go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and I can follow up and I can just go make connections. Like, it's not me following up with people. That's just me. That's where I go to build relationships on Instagram. It's like, oh, that person really triggered me. And so every day I go through a couple of those letters and then just make connections off of those to just see if they're going to engage with me as well.
Do you have to follow them in order to put them in connections or no?
Mm-mm. Sweet. Yep, you can just save their post, and then they're part of your connection. So I'm actually on my pictures that I just posted, and I'm seeing who liked my photo that I don't already follow, and seeing if I want to follow them or if I want to make connection with them. Okay, so that was our first 5 minutes. So we can do another 5 minutes where we're actually going to switch platforms. If you've already been on your platform for and that's the only one that you do, then I want you to go through and start just making connections with people. So just go ahead and make some more connections with people. If you're like ready to invite somebody, don't be afraid to just go ahead and send that invite. So we'll actually just do 3 minutes the other platform so that we just don't waste too much time. And for those of you watching the playback, you're about to see my screen. I'm going to do on the playback, and since you guys don't see my screen, but I'm just going to my my friends list, and then I'm going to recently added, and then I'm just going to go give some love on the last couple people that I recently added. Oh, hey, there's Kristen. Oh, so slow. And I'm going to share this because if you're watching the playback, you're seeing me scroll through this woman's profile because I'm waiting to see a post that's actually from her. So the rest of them were just ones that she's tagged in. So she's probably not super active on Facebook, which is fine. I know her in real life. So this is somebody that I actually see in real life, and she's super sweet. Okay. I'm going to stop doing that, and I'll follow up with some of those other people later. But next, we're going to do a social media post that showcases the benefits of our healthy lifestyle or has a call to action. So if you haven't done a social media post yet, this is our time to do so. And then if you've already done one, maybe craft one for tonight. We're just going to spend 5 minutes getting that done.
And if you've already done that, then you can plan out your next post or one for tomorrow.
Yes. About half of a cup of frozen fruit. Or ice, and add liquid to just cover up the frozenness. You know, I was just wondering, I wonder if like the screen recording is even recording audio. I just now thought about that.
It may not be.
It probably isn't. That's okay. We'll go with it. that? Did somebody just go, I thought maybe. No?
I heard it too. What do you see?
I love it. I love it because I'm over here. I'm like, dang it! I got only part of it typed, and I had part of it typed earlier. Yeah. So, anyways, okay. All right. Next is. All right. I'm gonna finish this because this is gonna bother the heck out of me. So I apologize. I'm gonna go ahead and just say, sorry, y'all. It's going to get posted real quick because otherwise, Mama's gonna be freaking out. I'm like, I haven't posted all day, and it's already like noon. So anyway, guys, we'll be done really soon with this, and I will get this posted on no doubt, no time. The next thing that we are doing is it does show on the business activity tracker to update your stories. I am actually going to skip stories, and why I skip stories is because you really want to be updating those throughout the day, and we'll probably take a picture, or we can take a picture now of us doing this, and this could be a story where you're just talking about, like, met up with my girlfriends this afternoon for a quick, lunch meetup, or a quick work meetup, or a quick working our business together, whatever feels right to you. And so we can do that really quick if you guys actually want to take a picture. Do we want to? You guys want to do that now? We could practice with our stories. And you can do your story on Facebook or on Instagram, or both. So we will do that right now. So everybody get your camera or whatever you want to use, your phone, and we can do a quick story. I'm going to have my gross looking bowl of food in the plate, in the picture, but it is delicious. Okay. All right. Smile and wave. Everybody's just smiling. Hold on. We're going to do one more. Okay. Wave. So I'm going to post a boomerang if you guys need me to smile again if anybody else is taking a picture. So. My dog is crying.
Just send it to me.
Yeah, I'll put it in the, yeah. Here, let me do this hold on, let me save it before I post it then. And I will send it in our Voxer real quick. Oh, Haley's going to be so, I'm like, I'm going to send it in our Voxer, and Haley's probably going to cry when she sees this. I'll just say we love you.
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay. Y'all, my soup, it doesn't look very good. I probably should have done one without my soup, but, it is what it is. All right, it's in the Voxer. Oh my gosh. My dog wants to go out so bad, but I'm like, you can't because I got to wipe paws and all that stuff, and I just can't do that right now. Don't pee on my floor. Please. All right, I'm going to go grab my hashtags for that. So we were talking about hashtags on our little group chat, and I know Heidi had mentioned, Heidi's frozen. Heidi had mentioned, you were frozen, and it was like this. It was really great. It was really good, Heidi. And now you're like, and I don't know if you're frozen for everybody, but it's like resting bitch face now. But anyways, I save mine into a note on my phone, and so I save them in groups of like 10 into a note on my phone, and it's just like hashtags, and then that way I can just grab the ones that I need. Okay. All right, so this will get one. Y'all, I think that this might be, honestly, my first story of the day, too. What have I been doing? Oh, that's right. I was at the car dealership. Not the car dealership. What is that thing called? When you do your oil change. The oil change center. Duh, that's what it's called. And I was like, dude, like, you're so nice, but, like, I really want to get some work done. Don't talk to me. And then it was fine. We talked about Beachbody, so I felt fine. Okay, so let's see where we're at. So it's 12:30. So we're just going to work till 12:40. So that this just stays at 40 minutes. So the next thing on our list is respond to new likes and comments, After that is invite, and then after that is follow-up. So we only have 10 minutes, so we are just going to do 2 of those things. I am going to go ahead and say, let's get to invites and follow-ups, because sometimes those invites are you responding to your new likes or comments or views. So sometimes those go hand in hand for me. And then I'll just share, I've been doing this on the tracker where there's a line through the bottom part. And so I've already done some of my follow-ups. And so I know that looks kind of crazy, but I actually am marking like these were coach follow-ups and then these were challenger follow-ups, just for my own, like, so I kind of just know. And I just like to do this because it kind of helps me assess what's my turnover ratio. And then, tracking names, I use the system on the computer to track names, but we've been talking about that in our calls and stuff, where are we tracking names, pen and paper versus Teamsy versus Streak versus Airtable, so just wherever you track. But we're just going to spend the next 5 minutes doing invites and follow-ups. We're just going to kind of combine that section. So, if you need to invite off of posts, you can do that. If you need to invite off of or if you need to follow up, you can do that. So that's what we'll do to wrap up. And those seeing the replay are going to see my screen again. I see you, buddy. My dog's right here. One of them. All right. Where did it go? So if you're seeing the replay, this is Airtable. I don't necessarily recommend it over Streak. I would probably go with Streak first. It's a bit more to learn, but I like Airtable just fine. So.
What is Streak? I've heard Haley talk about it.
Yeah, so it's a contact management system on Google, and basically from Streak you can actually follow, like, it helps you follow up with people, and then you can also like do mass mailings to people. So the top videos that I know of are there's one from Brooke Lipoff who talks about Google Streak. There's one from Melanie Mitro who talks about Google Streak, and then I think that those are the two main ones that are Beachbody coaches that show you how they use it for their Beachbody visits. So if you're interested in it, I would look it up and then like watch one of the videos and set it up. And it does take time to set up, but with any contact management system, it's just like this learning curve, and then you're done. Like, just be prepared to spend like an hour learning it, and then like you should be set, and it helps make things easier to follow up. Yeah, they're super helpful. And I'll just share, like, if you're watching my screen, you're seeing like I'm getting messages in, but I'm not responding to those ones right now. So. And I personally have on my follow-ups, I actually so this is a customer that I'm following up with. So all of mine are kind of combined. Some people, move follow-ups from customers and coaches. So, but for me, this is a brand new customer, so I'm following up with her at least once to twice a week.
Do y'all typically do it with people who you don't really message, like where they'll start seeing your posts, or is it people that you already try to make connections?
Are you talking about on your post when somebody likes or comments?
No, like whenever we go like picture or whatever, like just to start that.
Yeah, I'm doing it to whomever I'm interested in. yeah, so whoever I'm interested in, even if they're not like on my page or not yet, like if I really want to work with somebody, and then I'm just a regular human, like I'm just like, oh, like their dog is super cute, like that's a really cute dog, or wow, I love that dress, it's really pretty, where did you get it? So just being a regular person on those, on all, like, you know, just like you would if you're, I mean, like literally just like if you wanted to go and scroll the internet. So you're just being more, as a coach, you're probably being more proactive and actually commenting or liking rather than just scroll, scroll, oh, that's cute, scroll, scroll, oh, that's cute. You're just being a little bit more proactive to show interest. Yeah.
But you, like, if it's those people that, like, you were friends with in high school that you haven't talked to in a while, then absolutely, like, go to their page and, like, while you're scrolling, like, see if it was somebody's birthday or if they went on vacation or they got a new job or something. Then when you send them that, like, you can like a couple of those pictures, and then, like, that way when you send them the message and you're like, hey, I haven't talked to you in a while, like, how, you know, I noticed that you went on vacation, how was that? Then that opens up to, well, this is what I've been doing, like, what are you doing? You know, and then if it kind of organically comes up, like, hey, I've been exercising, like, life is great, you know, then you don't even have to necessarily say, like, let me invite you to my group to check it out or whatever. Like, you just put that out there. So, and because some people will be like, oh, hey, I've been wanting to do that, but I just didn't know how to put it out. So, yeah, definitely, like, when we say, like, make that list of people, like, yeah, you can go kind of start stalking them now.
That's what I was kind of wondering, because like I see typically the same people's posts every day, like if I scroll through. So I was thinking if I could go through my friends list and like comment those who I really don't talk to, then they'll start popping up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's same on Instagram now. Instagram didn't used to be that way, but it changed over to, you're going to see the people that are engaging with you and you're engaging with more.
Yeah. And too, I think, Tamara, you, maybe the statistic has changed, but isn't it only that 1% of your entire friends list is who actually sees your post?
Yes. Yeah.
Like,
so if you have 100 friends, you're going to have one like, most likely. If you have 1,000, 10. Oh my gosh, my dog, I swear they're going to like pee all over the floor. But I'm like, I'm not letting you out. It's raining. I don't have time to clean you.
Yeah, so typically, like, if you put out a call to action where you're like, hey, look at my results, like, come join my challenge group, and, you know, only 20 people are seeing it and 2 people like it, then, like, that's because not all 1,200 of your friends are actually seeing that post. So the more that you engage with new people and connect, the better chance that you have.
Yeah.
I don't really have that many friends on Facebook.
And that's why we add new friends every day.
Okay, I've added like probably 10 people just this week. Well, that's like the last 2 or 3 days. And I'm seriously at right under 400. I was like, holy cow, I have like no friends compared to most people on Facebook.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right, let me get this conversation not being shown. I apologize. I'm like, I want to read my friend's conversation because I'm following up with her, but it's like very private. Like, y'all don't need to see that. Okay. All right. So I'll follow up with her in a second. So that was our gist of our power hour. And that really allowed you to get through, getting connections. So adding new people to your friends list, or kind of making connections off of some of those new friends that you had, doing a social media post, an Instagram story, and then inviting or following up. Or a combo of both, since we kind of combined those in the last minute. So the other things that are on this list are responding to new likes, comments, or views. And I just want to explain, whenever that one is right underneath Instagram stories. So it's this one right here. Whenever I do that one, I honestly have to just choose one, which one is most important to me to get to. Is it my stories, my story views, or is it people that are liking or commenting? Because honestly, story views get so many views that I have to really make sure that I have time to do that one, versus like my post, and it's different for everybody, but my post might not be getting like a ton of likes or comments. But for example, if you did a transformation post, you definitely want to, that's where your focus needs to be. Anybody that asked for more information or anybody that liked it, you want to be reaching out to those people. And then those people would be part of the people that you would be inviting, most likely, because you would be thanking them for liking your transformation post and asking them if they're working on their own wellness journey. Or some of those people might be like, girl, what are you doing? Whatever you're doing, I want to do. And so that would be an invite. So that's kind of why those last three, the respond to new likes, comments, or views, the invite people to join a challenge group or learn about coaching, or the follow up with people you've invited, that's why they all kind of, to me, and this is different for every coach, but to me, they kind of all go together. And then the next section is get people results. So for 30 minutes, it's telling you to contribute to your challenge group, recognize achievement, and respond to questions from customers and coaches. So again, you saw me when I was doing some of my follow-ups. I was actually following up with some of my current customers. So you can kind of make this your own, but you can also just make follow-ups just for people that are prospects, like prospective coaches, prospective customers. So you can kind of delegate that on how you work best, and you'll start to feel that out as you go. So while this list is awesome, of course, nothing is perfect. There's always going to be things that we all want to tweak. But like I said, I use this one because I know I can always give this to a new coach, and a new coach can always give this to their coach. And there's training in the coach office. You can just, by searching Success Club System, it's actually training that's linked to Facebook. So the coach office will show you where it's at. But on the Beachbody Champions page, there's Success Club System training. So anytime that you have a new coach that just is like, I just need to I want to understand all of it, that's the only time that I would send them into training. Otherwise, I'm like, just take action. And but the training is amazing. The training's really good. So and then the last part is do personal development. And then the top part that we skipped over was be proof the products work. So workout and drink Shakeology. So those are your bookends. So you always want to be making sure that you're working out and you're drinking your Shakeology and you're doing your personal development. We don't have a business if we're not using the products and sharing about them. And the only way that we can grow a business is if we grow ourselves. So that's it. I will see y'all in 15 minutes. We have a 15-minute pause. Well, I guess you guys both Kristen and Lauren, you guys are new-ish coaches. So if you want to hop on the new coach getting started call, I'll be going over just where certain things are located. I will hopefully be able to record that one. Buddy, back it up. That thing. He's so cute. He's bumping my arm with his really, really, really wet nose. He really wants me to take him outside. So I'm going to take him outside. So anyway, so we're going to just kind of see where some things are. And then this will also help when you get your first new coach, where do I guide them? How do I get them started? Your coach is there to help you. So Heidi is there and Haley is there, but then our whole team is there too. That's the beauty of being able to have these team power hours that Heidi does every single week, and being able to have team calls every single week. Is there's nothing that there's no way that if you were oh my God, there's this girl that wants to sign up, but I'm going into labor this week. Okay, put her in the group. Your coach or a couple of coaches will bind together and help her, because that happened to me when I was pregnant with my second. So, all right, guys, that's it. That's all.
And I know even with me, like, I think right when I first signed up, like, that's when Michelle was in Italy or something.
Ah, yeah.
And I was like, I don't know, like, what to do. I mean, it was something like my teenager wanted to start exercising, and I didn't know what bracket of 21 Day Fix portion control he was supposed to be in or whatever.
Yeah.
And her cousin and some of the other coaches and people were like, okay, we'll just step in, we'll take place, like, we'll, you know,
Yeah.
and so that's what it's like. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's so cool. I love our team. It's like, it's just so nice how everybody just helps each other out. So,
yeah, we'll see y'all in a little bit.
All right, see y'all in a little bit.